Hey YouTube, this is Lepi here again. Okay, basically I have literally just been reading up on Happy Appy. It's Creepypasta Thursday. I've just been reading up on Happy Appy, literally just this second. I've still got the tab open on my computer and I haven't gotten that far through it, but there is so much to do with Happy Appy. So I'm just going to do a quick run through of it. Okay, basically, Happy Appy is a character from a kids TV show that was like aired in like 2000, called Happy Apple, and basically it starred as red apple with baby blue eyes and big green lips. That's the description that it gave, on this stick that would go around like town and stuff, helping little kids once they've been injured, not like just, hello little kid, do you need help with something? And then was just like normal kids, I guess. And then kind of, yeah. So this person started looking at things that like lost episodes and things that were wrong, let's say, with it. And I'm assuming it's a he, was looking up stuff, and then found a couple of like episodes, and he was watching them, and they were like completely normal and stuff. And then he got to like the third and fourth, and in the third one there was like, he used to watch with his little brother, and it was, I think it was in Russian or something when he was watching it, because in it there was like the Russian name and then it said Happy Apple, so I'm not sure, but it was called like Help Nate or something, or Let's Help Nate or something along the lines of that. And basically this kid hurts his knee, and then Happy Appy is like, what could we use to help Nathan, or whatever his name is, and then stares at the screen for 30 seconds with a really creepy smile, apparently. I'm not sure how creepy. Like, on a scale of Jeff the Killer, no, on the scale of human to Jeff the Killer, I'm guessing it's about North Enderman. So, yes, and then, like, after the 30 seconds says, yes, that's right, he needs a bandage. And just takes ages, and then it's really creepy to do the entire thing, like, smiling, and smiling itself isn't creepy, but the way you smile can be creepy. Ow. I dropped a highlighter on myself. I'm just gonna be continuing reading. Oh, damn it, why does it keep going to another thing? Yeah, oh, and was watching, like, episodes and stuff, and some of the things in the episodes are, like, out of place to what should be there. And it says this sentence, also, the out-of-place objects were getting more noticeable in Nate... Oh, that was it. Nate Needs Help. The radio plays what sounds like a country cover of Hot and Cold, which was made in 2008 and very out of place for a kids' show. So it wasn't made in 2000. I lied. No, I just forgot. So, oh yeah, and there was one other one where, yeah, in the second episode, it was, it was called Hurt Happy, but it was, I think it's meant to be more like help, because basically the stick he's usually like on, it's broken, and he ends up, and like all the kids join together to help Happy Appy get a new stick, and then near the end they give him an apple to eat. Cannibal apple. Just creepy. This is one of my new creepypastas, so I don't like. I'm gonna make a list of all the creepypastas I actually truly find creepy. Pen. There we go. All the creepypastas who I actually find creepy. Okay, here's the list. Happy Appy. So yeah, that's basically, and then I'm guessing that it kind of just, oh, this, sorry, I'm just quick reading, and I've just gotten to this, and it says, in the episode called Never Run with Knives, a kid was running with a knife facing up. The knife was clearly a rubber prop because the blade was flopping about now. The kid got cut and held his hand over the wound, crying. As blood began to come out of the kid's wound, Happy parked his van, gave a normal slow, and said, "Hey kid, hey kids, he shouldn't have carried the knife facing up while running." However, he did heal him by putting a bandage over the wound. The kid hugged Happy and said, "Remember, kids, never run with knives facing up, or scissors for that matter. Always walk with knives and scissors facing down." Happy took the kid to his van and drives off, and the credits play. However, after the credits roll, the episode takes a very disturbing turn when Happy comes back to his van. The kid is missing, and he says, "Hey kids, if you find me and my van, just talk to me and I'll take you away." Ha ha. Oh god, it's gotten worse. Episode 7 began with Happy on the playground, but he wasn't playing with the kids or helping them. He was just staring at them with that unsettling smile I hate so much. A group of kids are playing with jump ropes when Happy walks over to them. He calmly tells them something, but I could barely hear what he said. From what I heard, I could only make a hello something happy I how me please. I could see where this was going as the kids walk with Happy into the bushes of the playground. Loud, violent screams are heard almost for a minute and a half until Happy begins to drag 3 bloody bodies to his van. This is the worst kids show ever! What the hell? I couldn't believe it. For the rest of this episode, he does the damn death smile. Why did they use that so much? I moved on to episode 8 and 9. This time the episodes were so violent and shoddy that they couldn't have aired on Noggin? I guess that's the channel it was on at all. Episode 8 had Happy Appy take a kid to his van for half the episode. Flesh cutting could be heard, and so could loud screams. It turned into gurgles as the scene progressed. Blood splatters on the windows began to appear. Eventually, Happy emerged from the van and did a death smile until the end of the show. Like episode 8, episode 9 was gory and violent, but this episode was so coincidental and violent that I couldn't believe Noggin was even allowed it, unless it was some sort of hijacking. It starts out with Happy Appy walking to around the playground when 2 kids ask him what the cycle of life is, so they could complete their homework. He proceeds to tell the kids about the cycle of life and frogs and plants. The kids say, "Thanks, Happy. Can you play with us for a bit?" Happy agrees and then starts playing on the playground. In the playground. When this happens, smoke starts to creep behind Happy and the children. He gets to a point where they start coughing because of how dense the smoke is, so they turn around to see what's making the smoke. Happy gasps at the sight in front of them. 2 towers were on fire and were burning up. A few people were falling out the windows to escape the fire. There were a lot of screaming, falling debris, and crashed airplanes in one of the 2 towers. I'm guessing that's a reference to the Twin Towers. Only the tail of the plane was visible, which was nearly at the point of collapse. I could hear faint whining noises at this point, and I think that it was the plane's engine, which was probably still on. 7 seconds later, the tail of the plane finally broke apart, with the largest piece of the tail hitting and killing someone. During the scene, fire trucks could be heard and trying to douse out the flames, but it only slows the flames down. The wailing of ambulances could also be heard, taking away the bodies of people who jumped from the towers. It showed a weird guy on fire falling out of one of the towers screaming. Happy and the kids are seen again, but this time they stood still in fear. The smoke kept getting thicker and thicker, slowly obscuring the trees and equipment of the playground. The debris from the tower fell around the kids and Happy, and a person ran up to them and told them to run away from the towers before running off. When the older kid worriedly said, "Happy Appy, why are those towers on fire?" It cuts to a higher up floor that was near where the plane's crash, and revealed a kid that was under a huge piece of concrete crying for help. Some other kids tried to help him by lifting the piece of concrete off him. He was screaming so loud. It was almost heartbreaking. There were bodies of blood everywhere, and the pain and fear of the trapped kid's face was so realistic I cringed. After the shot with the kid trapped under the concrete, the younger kid turns to the side, say, "Happy Appy, why are people running and falling from the towers?" Happy Appy turns to the camera, death smile on his face, and very coldly says 3 words. Those 3 words will haunt me as long as I research this show. That's natural, children. He took the 2 kids away from the towers, leaving the kids stuck under the concrete screaming for help. When the credits rolled, the audio of the scene kept playing, and at the end, before the video cuts out, something collapsed, making a very loud noise that could scare anyone watching. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. See what I mean? Happy Appy is terrifying and evil. Yay. I don't like this creepypasta. And I'm guaranteeing you guys don't either. But yes, I don't like this creepypasta at all. He's creepy! Like, it's a kid's show! Oh, I've got to talk about Candle Cove at one point. Where is my phone? Oh, I've got to talk about Candle Cove soon. Candle Cove. Oh god, Candle Cove. Don't talk to me about that. That's just creepy. It's another kids show that's terrifying. I can't stand it when kids shows are terrifying. It's just like, why would you do that? Why? Why would you be so mean? Oh, there's my camera. There we go. I found my camera. Why would you be so mean? You make kids show terrifying. See, I don't mind it when it's just like one episode, but if it's like the entire series, that's just what? It's so creepy. I don't like it. It's an actual creepypasta. It's an actual creepypasta that's creepy. I'm so used to these ones that they're not creepy at all. Like Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack, Lost Silver, Glitchy Red, all these ones. I like these ones. They're creepypastas, but they're nice. I like them. I like to talk about their stories and everything. This is just creepy. No, don't, no. Well, there's still 4 more I have to read of Happy Appy. Yay! No, I don't want to. I'm never doing Happy Appy again. Ever. No. I'm not doing Happy Appy again. If somebody else wants to... If somebody's going to put a comment on here saying, oh my god, that's so lame, you do these videos all the time and you're getting creeped out by this is really just not creepy at all. Well, don't watch my videos then. My life, my personal dislikes and stuff. Oh, by the way, I'm fine with Laughing Jack, but I can't stand clowns in general. I mean, I like Laughing Jack. He's an actual clown that's creepy. Fair enough. I like that. But normal clowns? They're just weird and creepy, and I don't like them. They're weird. Okay! Yay! I managed to get through Happy Appy, even though he's absolutely terrifying. I shall see you guys tomorrow for challenges. And head to Oni! Yay! That's probably not going to be tomorrow though. I'm going to download it though. I'll probably download that tomorrow. Yay! That's what happens when I get excited about something and completely nervous at the same time. Okay, I'm going to be doing a I do a writing club. I'm in a writing club, and basically every year it's an annual event. We do a thing called a gymkhana, and basically I'm going to be doing the gymkhana, and it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday this week. So yay for that gymkhana. But in general as well, because I'm going to be doing this gymkhana, I'm going to be hoping that my parents will be filming this. Yay, filming. We'll be filming it. Oh, or at least some of the races. And hopefully if they film it well enough, it might go online. So look forward to that, I hope. If not, then I will just talk about it. Hopefully in my uniform. My amazing horse riding uniform. Which sucks. And that will be fun. I might vlog it with my friends as well. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna vlog it actually. I'll vlog. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yay! Getting my mind off terrifying Happy Appy. I thought this would be a nice one. That's why I picked it. It'll be nice and simple and a quick read. Not this. Okay, my next creepypasta though will be one of the ones I've got on my that I've read over the holidays, which is called Nails. Ooh. It's not like a generic like creepypasta person like Happy Appy or Jeff the Killer or Alice Jack, where there are many different accounts, but it's just like a story which I'm just gonna literally read and talk about how creepy it is. So, yay! I've been doing this a lot and I don't like it. Okay, I shall see you guys tomorrow, and then next week, and then next week again, and then, yeah. Cool. I shall see you guys soon. Gecko. Out.